a shot.
Okay.
All right, so hi.
Oh, no, sorry.
How have things been for you?
They've been okay.
Okay.
They're alright, I guess.
Good. Has anything new happened or anything?
Not necessarily. Midterms were like last week or whatever, and so I had a few tests, and then my soccer season is now over, so that's done.
Okay. Well, then I remember the last time that we talked, you talked about how you like soccer, and then you had your father pass away. Was that a year ago? 2 years ago?
Yeah, it was like a year and a half ago.
Okay. And then since then, you've kind of felt like in a depressed state, and you felt like you haven't been able to connect to people, and some of your relationships are not in the best place, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So today, what kind of things would you like to talk about?
Maybe just how to manage stress better.
Okay.
And how to like connect with other people, like just managing like myself.
Okay, perfect. So when you say that you want to have connections with other people, what do those connections kind of look like for you?
I just want to have like good communication and understanding others' feelings and where they're coming from, and just being open-minded with them.
Okay, awesome. So let's talk about some of the things you've been feeling as far as having connections with others. Is there anyone in your life that you feel like you're at a good spot with a connection, or is it something that like you need to work on? Or let's talk about somebody that maybe there's a connection with.
Well, I know my mom and I don't have the best relationship. She just, since my father passed away, she just kind of went off the deep end, and she isn't like there. She isn't like my mom right now. She doesn't provide or anything, and it feels like I have to fill that role. And so we argue a lot, and our relationship isn't the best.
Okay, so when you say that you feel like you're filling in the role, do you feel like you're filling in the role of your mom? Is that you feel like you're kind of taking in the role of mom, or?
I feel like I have to step up. I have to do the adult things in the house. I have to provide for the family, and if I don't do things, it won't happen. And, like a mother should do like certain things, and she just doesn't.
Yeah, and that must be really hard for you too, because you're trying to balance school and you're trying to balance soccer and then classes and midterms, like you said. So it's really hard then when you have that safe space at home, where it's supposed to be that safe space, and then you're taking on those extra roles, and then that can cause some other type of stresses. So what I'm going to encourage you to do is set some really good boundaries with your mom and who's ever in your house. And just make sure that you guys are aware of like the expectations of each person and how to go on, because when you have those boundaries, then it's going to be set in stone. And then let's say you come home and you had an exam and then you had soccer practice and you're really tired, and then your mom's doing whatever she's doing. What does that look like when she's not doing something, or she's avoiding her
right now she doesn't have a job, and she's not there like mentally to like support me. If I'm stressed out, she doesn't comfort me or anything. She's just off on her own.
So is she like in her room? Is she watching TV? Is she just gone?
She's usually in her room hiding, I guess, and if she is like out in the living room or something, she's just like doing her own thing.
So what I would encourage you to do is maybe start talking to her when you're ready about having those boundaries and saying, hey, listen, I'm in school, so when I come home, I don't want to feel like I have to do the things that you should do. Like, I don't want to feel like I have to clean up after you, or like I don't have to like worry about making sure the bills get sent in, or whatever the issues may be. So just kind of having those things, those boundaries set with her might be good. So let's talk about that. For your boundaries, what would you like those to look like with her?
I want her to be able to straighten up the house if I'm gone, if I'm working or something. I want her to like just have the bills ready to be set up and paid. She needs to find a job too, because right now she's just moping around. I want her to be able to like cook dinner or
Right.
if I come home, and she just doesn't do any of that right now.
Okay. So you feel like it's hard again because you're doing all those things that she should be doing because she's the mom. She's supposed to be still taking care of you because you're in school. What I would encourage you again is just to really talk to her about it and have an open communication just to make sure that your feelings and your expectations are going to happen. So when you confront her, if you choose to, and there's different types of having confrontation. You can do it in a positive way. So one thing that might help is maybe having a script already wrote out of things you want to talk to her when you confront her about what you want out of your guys' relationship and living together and as a mom. So if you have that script already written out, then that's going to help set the boundaries. So when you confront her, what do you think is going to happen?
It's either one of two things. She's either going to understand my point of view and want to be better and want to be the mom that I know she can be and that she was before my father passed, and she will step up, or she's just going to completely ignore everything I said and continue everything that she's doing and not being a great mom.
Okay. So basically what you're telling me is that your fear when you confront her about these expectations and the boundaries that you want, you're afraid it's either going to go really well or it's going to completely fail. And I mean, it could fail or it could go well, you never know. But the important thing is if you confront her, then that's taking some of that guilt and taking that off of you and then placing it somewhere else so then you don't have to feel like you're carrying that burden. Because if you say to her, listen, this is what I need right now, I need you to be a mom, then she's going to either have to step up or for whatever reason what she's going through is going to make her not step up. And that's not on you because you did what you needed to do. So that's what I would encourage. Okay. Is there anything else that you want to talk about?
Nothing specific, I guess.
Okay.
Just mostly my mom is, I don't know, like kind of not there, and I do have an older sister, but she lives like a few hours away, so it's hard to like, I don't really have like a support system, I guess. So I have to do literally everything on my own, and go to school, go to work, go to soccer, come home, and then clean and make food and pay the bills and all this stuff, and it's just hard, I guess. Everything is like on me.
Have you ever talked to your sister about what you're feeling and struggling with?
Kind of, but not really, I guess. It's just I don't really see her that often, and we're not like super close, I guess.
So you and your sister, it sounds like even though she is far, I think you and her could have things that you both relate on. You both lost your father. And even though she's not around, I'm sure that she's realized that maybe the relationship with your mom for you guys is not at the best point. But going forward, I think it's important for you to try to talk to your sister about it and have that extra support system. If that's you just texting her or like sending her a letter in the mail, just like to let it out and see, because she could be at the same place as you and she could be afraid to reach out to try to have a connection with you. So I think it'd be really cool if we could, in later sessions, talk about going forward with that and then seeing if we can grow your relationship with your sister. For sure. So we're almost out of time, so let's just go over everything that we talked about. So you are still kind of struggling and kind of at a down spot with your emotions and your depression, and that's okay. Your father passed away, so then that kind of caused your relationship with your mom to kind of go downhill, and you feel like it's really hard to connect to her because she's not doing the things she's supposed to do as a mom, like pay the bills or clean up the house or take care of you and take care of your sister who's at college, that lives a couple hours away. So some of the things that we talked about were the goals going forward. So maybe having boundaries set with your mom to confront her about the expectations and things that you expect if you want to keep living with her, or what route you want to take with your mom. And then the other type of goal that we set is maybe having a conversation with your sister to see if she's struggling with the same things that you are, and just kind of growing that relationship. I think that will be really good and really therapeutic for you. So do you have anything else that you want to say before we're done?
I don't think so.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
Oh, guys.
Ugh.